Well, as usual, we'll give a short introduction to the class and then we'll start. Let's just get started. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Oak Club Former Seminar. Today is November 6th. Finally, the Thanksgiving month. Well, we have 2 performers so far, and they are excited and ready and happy to share their music with all of us. Anaya, please announce your name again and the piece you're going to play.
Hi, my name is Anaya and I'm playing Sonatina C.
Round of applause for Anaya. Alright, it's pretty good. You got all the notes correctly. Except like there's a couple mistakes or there's a little hesitations in the middle of the transition. We can talk more about how to make that part easier for you. I feel like there are some ways we can actually try and see if maybe you have already tried before, but we'll see if that can actually help you. And then the rhythm is pretty good too. And obviously this piece will be a little faster because it's a pretty energetic piece. So, well, since this is the first draft, you're still learning it, so that's fine. The speed is usually not a big problem once you got the whole piece. Okay, we'll talk more about it in the second half of class. And now let's shift to Mr. Joseph. Please announce your name again and the piece you're going to play.
Hello, my name is Joseph, and I'll play the number 3 in C minor by Bach.
It's round applause for Joseph. Okay, it's pretty solid the first page. Well, there's actually something that I think is a similarity between both of you have something we can maybe work on in the second half of class. Okay, so that's pretty well learned for like all the notes. Maybe you got nervous in the very beginning, a little bit. Yeah, it's so good. And I was like, wait a minute. Okay, let's shift back to Miss Anaya. Maybe someone already talked about this with you, but I'm curious. Okay, let me just unpin you so you don't wait. Remove pin. Okay. So you're not spotlight on you. Okay. So has anyone talked about maybe something about a structure? Maybe something that you can, maybe something about a structure or the pattern or whatever to help you to practice this part.
Wait, like, what do you mean by structure?
That's a very good question too. Yeah, what does structure mean? Like structure of the piece. What can it be then? Both of you. Like structure of the piece. Like how we build this piece. Can you think it that way? So like think about what's inside of the house. What do we have in the house? There's nothing about piece now. What do we have in the house? We have walls.
What? Oh,
We have window. Where is it? Window.
yeah.
We have a door. And not just one wall. We need like several walls to put together. We have rooftop. We have roof, right? And then we have floor as well. Under the floor, there are a lot of things or whatever. I don't know. I'm not majoring in architecture. And usually in like the tech, I guess like the structure in the house, like if you're thinking about a furniture side, will be like will be a sofa. To me, the plush toys is very important too. There'll be a drawer and that kind of stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the structure in the music then?
Like what makes it up?
Like first we have notes. Okay. Yeah. Wait. What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
I was saying like what makes it up, like kind of like the notes and stuff.
Yeah. Like how we build up those notes. Like why we choose these notes. Why the composer choose those notes? Why they don't choose other notes? That kind of stuff. And you can talk about rhythm too. For example, in the very beginning, we have these type of rhythm: quarter, eighth, eighth, quarter, quarter, and then we have quarter again, eighth, eighth, quarter, and quarter. Composers like to recycle whatever they had before. Just like in the house, we have not just one wall; we have several walls. Like yeah, but maybe each wall has different color, but there are walls. Or maybe two, like we'll have this wall in white and that wall is actually in blue. Something like that. So there are, maybe the notes are different, but there are some parts it's the same. Or you can help me to tell, you can, by recognize those, by analyzing and recognize those feature or pattern or whatever, it will help you to understand this piece better, and it will help you in your practice too. Okay, so when I specifically target this part, one of the possible answer can be, oh, it's like a lot of eighth notes plus a lot of quarter notes, and they are taking turns. You can say that if you're just talking about rhythm. You can also tell me, oh, this is like a scale plus the same note, but like look at the first two is in octave and then same. The scale again, and then this, and the same thing. If you just talk about the notes, this is something that I think will help you the most. And maybe you already noticed that before, maybe not. If you look at just the first note of each bar, each measure, we start from G, and then
A,
and then
B,
and then
C,
and then.
D.
Okay, so all of them are what? They're just going step ups. So after you play the bar, you are recalling. Okay, what's next note again? Oh, you say, just whatever I played before for the first note, just one step up, and try to listen to those notes too, from G to A to B to C to D. Can you actually do that one time? Just try to listen to those notes when you play only right hand right now. From here, from measure 8 to measure 12.
Wait, you want me to just play those notes?
Sure, we can start from that. Okay, and make sure you use the right finger number, so they are all using 1. Okay, good. Another thing I think we can actually being pretty clever to do is, what's the last note of the bar? is same as the first note, but one octave higher. Every single one is like that. The first note is A, the last note of the bar is A too. Okay, I wish I have more, I'm playing out in a better color. So like these two are the same, like the note names are the same. And then these two notes are the same. So can you try that? Can you play the first note and the last note, first note and last note, first and the last note?
Okay.
That's very good. And then for this one, for the very last one, is a little bit different. We have the one octave higher, but it's not the last note. Go to here.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let's play all the notes now. Play as written, but try to really pay attention to those notes. Try to hear those notes too.
Okay.
We'll have one last one.
Oh.
Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay. So now you are being very, so it should be pretty clear in your mind, like how the notes work here. Like where to start, where to end, where is the next start. Now you have a little mistake when you play these bar, when you play measure 9 and measure 11. You play the first two chord notes quite fast, quite short. They are chord notes. Be careful. Can you try one more time? You gotta control that. Sure. Okay. Do you feel? Oh, sorry. Do you feel a difference when you play this time? When when you play it, do you feel like it's easier for you to kind of predict the note?
Yeah.
Okay. For the left hand, it has something very similar. If we do the same thing again, if to do the same thing while we try to analyze our right hand, left hand start from they are the same. It's start from G. It's kind of the end of the previous one, and then start from here. If you just look at the first note again, F sharp to G, and then to A, and to B, and then to C. Basically, the composer was doing almost like basically the same thing. And it sounds different, but the core, the structure behind it is actually the same. That's what I mean by structure, and that should be very helpful when you work on that together. It's not very helpful right now if you just put hands together. No, but if you think this way and then practice hands separately and then put hands together, you should have the right feeling. The way you know if you get it right is your finger just go by themselves. You don't need to really worry about what's next. Can you write this down?
Okay.
Maybe just circle those notes, so you know what just happened in the practice in your performance seminar. All right. I will also let me just put this in your notes as well. That might be actually easier. Oh wait. Yeah. That's another thing I want to see if you can, since you kind of know the structure or whatever now, do you think you can help me to analyze? Tell me whatever you find, whatever you can find, in here. Just right hand. Like if you have to, recognize every try to identify any kind of pattern.
Well, with the first three, I mean, it's going down and like.
So the first what?
Well, with like the first three with the eighth notes, it's like
First three notes? You mean like these three notes?
no, the first three eighth note parts, like till
The first three
before
eighth notes. You mean
like
these two?
no, like the 4 2 3 1 4 2 till there.
Yeah, until like from here to here. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Wait, what? You wait, what? Say one more time.
so what I'm trying to say is before the like if you before the like from the 4 2 3 1 4 2 the similarities like from the first 4 to the bottom note is the same for the second.
Okay, let me try to understand. So the four, two. You can play it for me as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So the top note for this one is the same as the bottom note for the other one.
You mean like these two notes are the same?
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do right now. And then you are saying like maybe these and these are the same,
Yeah.
and then that. So you're looking note by note. That's good. That's a very nice first step. Thank you for trying that. So what if right now you're looking note by note? What about if we look two notes by two notes then? If you look at these two notes, compare that to these two. If you play these two notes together, boom, and then you play the next two notes together, boom. They're actually the same interval. They're actually thirds. Just keep going down. You probably already know that. You're just not so sure how to explain that. Like you're not so sure how to describe it. That's how you describe it. Okay, two notes are grouped, and then if you keep going down, regardless the finger number. Okay, regardless of finger number, these are thirds, and they are going step downs. Each of them. The only one thing is a little bit tricky is the last F sharp here. You need to make sure you do the F sharp. But it still is A and F sharp is still a third. And then N on G.
Yeah.
So you have, or you can, in the more practical way when you practice it, you can think about, okay, these are the thirds going down, and then it ends on A and F sharp. This is third, and then after that we will go to G, and then there's no more thirds down. That'll be very helpful for your memorization as well.
Okay.
All right, we have something very similar that we can do in Mr. Joseph's piece. So let's move on to our Bach. All right. What's the structure of your music? If you have to explain.
Overall, the right hand plays broken, just broken chords, and the left hand mirrors those. Sorry if my voice is raspy. Mirrors those with singular notes to match it. Like the right hand here plays C minor, and the left hand would play that as well, and like F minor.
Thank you. That's very good. Yes. So that's the structure of music. Okay. Now our question will be how do we apply this knowledge into practice? How does that help you practice better?
You're cutting out a little bit for me.
Yeah, I just realized it says my internet is not stable for some reason. What the? Usually it doesn't happen that way. Let me check it quickly. Seems fine. Okay, seems fine now. Okay, hopefully it stays fine. All right, so by knowing those chords, that's very good. So right hand is basically just chords, and left hand is actually chords too, but in a different rhythm, right? It's not playing as fast as your right hand, and then the structure may be a little bit different, but still in chords too. How do we apply those information into our practice?
Well, if you're practicing, you can play it as blocked chords. So you could, for example, play the right hand solid and play the rhythm of the left. So. Or you can do other variations of that. You could play this singular notes of the left hand and play the right hand as rhythm.
Okay, great. Sounding good. Okay, all of these practice strategies sounds really, really nice. Okay, what's the points that you have to really, really careful when you practice in this way? Like, what are the requirements or what are the standards that you have to check? It's kind of like, all right, I know how to make this dish, but okay, I need this much of a salt, I need this much of whatever ingredients, but something like very critical to make this dish successful, maybe it's like, okay, I don't put the salt in the very beginning. I need to put the salt like maybe after 5 minutes when the water start boiling. I'm just making things up. I'm not a chef. Yeah, so I'm saying like, okay, so when you are doing this practice tool, which is great, it sounds really good. Like whatever you are describing right now, yes, you do need to practice this in bar chord, and I believe you did. Something that I want you to share, whatever you are trying to be careful with when you practice in bar chords. What's the exact thing you are focusing on?
I guess when I transition hand positions from C minor to F minor, I try to make that efficient, and I look for tones that are repeated. So the C is repeated. And then B diminished. C minor.
Great, it's very good. So right now I've been keep going. Sorry, keep going.
Like A diminished.
Sounding good. So you are saying that you are paying attention to the transitions between chords.
Yeah.
By noticing or by identifying the different name of the triads, different name of the chords, or just not, or even like the notes.
Yeah.
It sounds very good. Very good to me. Have you, what do you want to say? Have you tried that not just focusing on the notes though? When you do a transition?
I haven't done it much, but other than that, I also, I guess the term could be raspiness of the chord to see, I guess, how much it deviates just from a regular minor. So, for example, B diminished deviates.
Oh, you mean like the sound, the tone color thing?
Yeah.
Okay, you can say yeah, that'll be like a next phase. Something maybe you already did, or maybe you already do that while you are trying to focus on the notes. But something you need to bring up as like a awareness is how it's more like a physical movements. Okay, so when I go from C minor triad to F minor triad in the second inversion, how my fingers work. It's not just like, okay, I need to stretch my hand. Not only stretch my hand, I need to move forward too, because the black key on my pinky.
Yeah.
Usually we tend to combine that thought process into one. Like your brain is telling your finger, hey, let's go from C minor to F minor. Let's go from C, E flat, and G to C, F, and A flat. That will work most of the time when the notes are a little bit similar or something like easier simpler in this sense. Like it's not a very complicated task. But when you speed things up, or when you get to a little bit tricky chord later, you need to break down this thought process into two, or even prioritize the movement parts. Because if your brain telling your finger, hey, this is from C flat to G to C, F, and A flat, to them it means nothing. They're like, huh, okay, like good to know. What do you want me exactly to do? Oh, I need you. In order to play those notes, you need to open up and you need to move forward. And that's the actual part that actually allow your fingers to play to find those notes. And then the knowing the note names is kind of like a double check, like a second filter. Okay, am I playing those notes? For your ears. That's more for your ears, not for your fingers. And right now, yes, you're combining them together, and then obviously you're not beginner anymore, so you are capable to react and do all this process in a very short amount of time. But I'm saying like if you prioritize the movement part, it might actually be more effective in your practice, or maybe save more time, or being just more thorough. You get what I'm saying? Just a different angle when you practice. Instead of just focusing a lot on the notes itself, you also focus on how I move here. Do I need to the left, to the right, or you get what I'm saying? And then you focus on the shape. You focus on the sound quality or tone color for different chords. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Hopefully try that in your practice and see if that, somehow helps a bit. Even if it's like 1%, that's good. Well, thank you both for sharing your music and working with me today. I will see you both next time.
Thank you.
Bye.